Hello everyone and welcome to session 5 of prepping ref sheets for ArtFight. We have done a few sessions before this. You don't have to go watch them to know context, but if you want to go watch them, you totally can, but it's not necessary. Today we are working on one big ref sheet, a normal ref sheet, like front and back, and then a redesign. So we are doing DeKade, Zelda Hart, and then Alissa. So let's go ahead and go into DeKade's design. DeKade is getting the biggest ref sheet. So I'm basically just gonna draw her like her normal design. She has like a few different timeline designs, but this is her most normal, her most iconic, her most like traditional that you will see her in. I have had DeKade for a long time, so I know what her design is going to be. I have clarity when it comes to her. I know what to expect when drawing her. So it was really easy. A bit time consuming because again, it's a big ref sheet. Big ref sheets are always time consuming, but I know what I'm doing with her. Now, I don't know if I'll be able to fill up the whole space of DeKade's ref sheet with me talking because I've had her for a long time again. I know what to expect. So when I'm not talking, I will put in photos of DeKade, her gallery, and her art, so you can just like watch that if I'm not talking. But when I have something to say, I'll insert myself. If I don't, I won't. So enjoy. For the animal for DeKade, for her furry and feral design, we are actually going to be making her a red panda. I felt like her tears and like her patterns kind of gave the energy and spirit of a red panda, so I thought that was perfect for her. She kind of looks maybe like a little like a raccoon, but kind of red pandas also kind of look like a little bit like a raccoon, so I think it's fine. But red panda is what we're going to do for her, and she's going to get claws, and it's going to be really cute because it's going to be she can summon thorns on her outfits and vines, so I thought giving her claws would be like a nod to her ability to summon thorns, so I thought that was really cute. Also, the cheek fluffs for the red panda like look really nice with her haircut, so I think that looks super cute, and the fluff I added for the furry and feral design just looks really good. I really like it. I even think I could have gone a little more extreme. I kind of did a bit subtle. I think maybe we could go a little more extreme in the future, but it's not necessary, but we could if we wanted. For the feral design, her like little chest vines are gonna look a little different. I just felt like putting them on the front of her like chest for her feral design would just look kind of yucky and too busy, and I wanted her patterns to be visible from the front, so I decided to make it, I don't know, a little more like over the shoulder rather than in front of her. Now for the tail, I absolutely love the tail. I love how it's very extra spiky and kind of gives, I don't know, it's interesting that parts of her hair and her cheeks and her ears are very spiky, and then there's not any spiky in the middle of the design, and then the tail brings it in and kind of gives it like a cohesiveness across the design of two spots of spiky and then middle not having it. I don't know. I just like that. I think that's interesting. I really like spiky tails like this. I think they're very cute. Something to note about DeKade's design that I haven't said before is her left eye. Her left eye is always, always, always pointing up, except for specific timeline events and plot stuff. So typically always, you will always see DeKade's left eye pointing up. That will eventually change when I get to her other plot stuff, but for now, she is pretty much always looking up. Oh my goodness. I just realized something so unbelievably stupid. Like, so unbelievably stupid. Where I have to redo parts of this ref sheet. This is... Oh my goodness, this really sucks. Okay, so I cannot believe I made this mistake, and it's so unbelievably stupid that I did this. DeKade has always had roses for hands. She's never had hands, and she never will have hands. And do you know what my stupid self did? I gave her hands. I have never done that before. That is crazy. That is so unbelievably frustrating. Okay, well... This is like editor Katie. I'm gonna have to go back and fix that. Just pretend for me and you. Let's just pretend for now that she has roses on her hands. Now I'm not sure what I'm gonna do for the furry designs, because I really liked the claws. Oh goodness gracious. This is a mess. I'm just trying to think about what I should do. Okay, here's what I'm gonna do. For now, her furry and feral design, they're gonna stay the same. They're not gonna have the roses on the hands. That's fine, because since they're alternative designs, they're for more for fun than plot or anything. I can change them whenever I want. That's fine. I don't care. But her main design, I'm gonna go back and I'm probably gonna trace over her one flower on her eye and then just like copy it over the ref sheet and put it on her hands. I cannot believe I did that. That is so unbelievably stupid, and like the fact that it only took me now to notice it is like beyond me, because it has been like a month since I've done this, and it's also beyond me that Krissy didn't notice. That's honestly more funny than me not noticing. I'm gonna have to go back and fix that, but that is just so beyond annoying, especially since I'm a little bit behind on my ref sheets. The fact that I keep making these silly mistakes is just beyond frustrating. You know, at least I really like this rev sheet, despite it like having the biggest flaw ever. Like, I really like how DeKade looks in this. I like her furry and feral form. So I guess I can't be too hard on myself, especially since I can just go over and make it an easy fix and just copy and paste. It's just like, it's the I guess it's like decision fatigue that I'm kind of facing right now. That's just, everything's just a little overwhelming, even though everything is probably like easy and an easy fix. It's just a little overwhelming. Something I really like about the feral and anthro design is the airbrushing on the hands and the feet. I think that's really nice. I think that's a really cute touch. On the feral design, I really should have put that little skin line under the feet that is on the anthro design. When you look at the final, you know what I'm talking about. But other than that, I really like the airbrushing. I think it's a really cool thing to add. And now just to finish it off, again, I always forget to do the side views for the bigger rough sheet, so I'm just drawing a side view. I like to use the feral side views just to make it easier for me and save a little time by sketching on that. Save a little brain power. And I draw her with her mouth open so people can get the colors for the inside of her mouth color and then her tongue. I didn't draw her. I didn't give her teeth. I don't know if I don't know. She's just not like a talkative character, so that's not that big of a deal. But I probably will need to figure that out eventually. Anyway, this is the final. I'm very sorry that this one doesn't have the updated flowers. On ArtFight, I promise you by the time like this is actually posted, everything will be updated way in advance. Like don't worry about it. ArtFight will have the correct ref sheet if you want to draw her, but please pretend that on this ref sheet everything is fixed and normal and good. I'm very sorry that it's not, but I just don't have enough time to go back and finish it and then get this video edited and stuff. I'm sorry. But other than like the mistakes that I made, I really like it. I'm gonna go back and fix the roses on the hands, and on the feral design, if you look at the anthro and feral design, on her feet at the bottom, she's got that white lining it. I need to add that to the feral design, but that's not like the most important thing. That's fine, because those designs are more for fun than for like plot or whatever. But I really do like it, even though that is so very frustrating. And you know what? Since I threw in all those pictures of DeKade, I'll go ahead and throw a little tiny compilation of all the animation memes she's been in, because why not? We can have some DeKade appreciation. She's never done me wrong. I've done her wrong. She didn't do anything to me. I messed up. It's my fault. Alright, just for kicks and giggles, I'm gonna show this ref sheet to Krissy and see if she notices the problem. Can you speak for me?
Speak again?
Speak again?
Speak.
Thank you. Okay. I am gonna share a picture with you, Krissy, and I need you to tell me what is wrong with it.
It's not my characters.
No.
It is my characters.
It's DeKade. What's wrong with this?
She has like no forehead.
Okay, that's not the problem.
Did you miss something?
There's a pretty obvious thing that's missing. That's always.
Oh, her hands. Oh. Oh no.
I'm so mad. I just wanted to see if you'd notice.
Would you give her flowers on her paws or no?
I don't know. That's the problem, because
yeah,
I
that's
really like the claws a lot, because it nods to her like thorns that she could have on her vines.
Do the Aurora thing that I have like scales like on the back. Don't give her scales, but like you could give like a rose imprint on like the center of her hand.
I could. I'm not worried about the feral or anthro designs because they're not plot.
The human one.
But oh my, I just cannot believe me and you both missed this. Like, I missed it while drawing in. I showed you and
what do you mean? I haven't seen this.
You've seen it before? Yeah.
That's hilarious. I was not paying attention.
Great. You're my line of defense, Krissy. You're my second line of defense. You need to pay attention.
No, I think I remember you telling me. It's because I was so focused on the hues on her, because we were talking about the hues.
Oh yeah, I think you're right.
That I just didn't notice her hands.
Can you believe I forgot that though?
I can believe it happened. I can believe it.
I've never done that before. It's so stupid. Okay. All right, on to the next design. Okay. this next ref sheet, I've never been more on the fence when it comes to a ref sheet as I am for this one. The character we are working on is Zelda Hart. I have had Zelda Hart since 2020. I don't remember who the original artist was or is. Unfortunately, like I did a trade with them on Instagram and then just lost the username. Back when I started doing art, I just like didn't always write down the usernames or who made them, which is totally my fault and it's really frustrating. So if anyone knows, let me know. But I have drawn Zelda Hart a few times before this attempt. I'll throw them up here. A few traditional drawings, a digital, and then like a sketch. And I really enjoyed drawing her when I did those. So I wanted to try and like revamp her design because I feel like there is somewhere we can improve. But I just don't know if I like the final I ended up on. So I'm gonna go ahead and let you watch the speed paint and stuff, and I'll comment when I feel like I need to comment. But I'll let the speed paint mostly speak for itself. And I want you to come to your own decision and then let me know. Let me know in the comments. Because honestly, I don't want bias. I don't want it. I want to know like the honest feedback of if this character is good or not, or the character design, because I'm just so on the fence. I don't know. I almost just like was about to like stop everything and like make a new ref sheet. But like I don't know. Just let me know what you think. It's very unfortunate that I don't like, or DeKade's ref sheet did so unfortunate because I forgot stuff and then I had to fix Lucinda's, if you saw that in like one of the last sessions. And now I have this one. I think maybe it's, since I'm pushing myself to do ref sheets when I don't particularly want to do them. I just want to do them because I want them for ArtFight, not because I have a motivation to work on a specific character. Sometimes, I mean, I have a motivation to work on a specific character, but that's not always the case. And I think for this ones, I think I'm learning that whenever I force myself to work on a character, it's just, it doesn't go the way I want it to. I guess that, I mean, it kind of makes sense, but it's just unfortunate. I wish I wasn't like that. But maybe with doing this over and over, I'll learn to not be an idiot. But the things I do like about this design is I really... Let me just think about it. Like, I like the circles throughout the design, the bells and the bow, the earrings, the ones on the feet. I added those. I think that's a really good touch. I really like her big eyes. I love the silhouette of her head. I think that's beautiful. I love the suit. I like the stripes. And I like the pattern. I'm not sure if it's working all together cohesively. I think that's the problem. The more I think through it, the more I like it. But on a first, like when you're just looking at her for like a couple seconds, it's like, oh, I'm really on the fence. Well, this is at least, you know, on the bright side, since she's going up on ArtFight, other people could potentially draw her and I'll get some feedback that way. That's always great feedback, is when someone else draws your character, because then, you know, sometimes other people will do things I didn't think of and stuff like that. So this is good. I am okay with this ref sheet. I feel like I'm saying that like I have to convince myself. I'm okay with this ref sheet. I'm not sure yet, and that's fine. It's okay to be unsure. Sometimes when I do videos, I feel like I have to have everything together and everything perfect. That's not the case. It's never the case. I can do what I want. This is my channel. I have free will. But this is the final ref sheet. Please let me know what you think in the comments. Feedback would be so lovely. And even like if people want to take an effort at drawing her or changing her a little bit or whatever they want to do, I'd be so happy for that kind of feedback as well. Anyway, on to the next. I just honestly want to be over this little section. Okay, moving on to the last ref sheet, the redesign for today. Now, I haven't said this in a video, but I don't like to commit to like a full ref sheet for these redesigns because the goal is to get like a new concept down. That's why they don't get like crazy ref sheets. And I also I feel like I could be a little more... Girls... Sorry, my girls are they're running around their cage. My guinea pigs, if you haven't been here before. But I like to do Girls! Wait until I'm done recording. Then you can go crazy, okay? Oh my goodness. Pumpkin, she has this knack and talent for getting her butt so dirty, so nasty. Like, I have to bathe her one of these days because she's so filthy. It's like, Tico's the white guinea pig. Her fur's white, but Pumpkin is like, honestly, she's pumpkin pie colored. She's pumpkin colored. And she's got spots of white fur on her butt and on her face, but like, she just loves getting nasty. This has nothing to do with the video. But if you wanted to know, I turned and I saw her nasty. Ain't that right? Let me clarify, but when I say Pumpkin's nasty or whatever, she doesn't have like actual poop on her like butt. Her white fur is just looking more and more like her orange fur every single day. The reason I don't bathe her like crazy amount of the time is you're really not supposed to bathe guinea pigs that often because it stresses them out. I only do it when I have to or when it's particularly bad. She's just crusty, honestly. But she's fine. I don't want anyone to worry about her. Like, I'm not taking care of her. She's okay, I promise you. She loves sleeping. She's having a ball. She gets food. She's fine. Frankly, all the noises they're making should prove that they're fine because they're having a good time on their own. They're just running around being freaks. Goodness gracious. Anyway, what was I saying? Oh, for the redesign ref sheets, I don't like to go into a full detailed like specific ref sheet because I want to get a concept down, and I also like doing poses for these characters because I feel like I can start working on their personality when it comes to that. Okay, now the character we are working on is Alissa. Here is the original picture of her. I did come up with her name when I got that first picture, so she's had her name for a while. I think I changed the spelling of it though. I think it had a Y to begin with and then I changed it to an I, although I'm not quite for sure on that. Now, Alissa, I intend to put her in my winter location, which I call it Winter Wonder. So her design needs to reflect that. I want to keep her long hair, but make it even longer. And I want her outfit to be a winter outfit so she won't be cold. Even though she's a bear, you know, we'll stack on the fur because why not? I think it'll look really pretty and really good. Now, I've tried to redesign her before. I'll throw up the picture here, but it really wasn't successful. I've actually had Alissa since 2022, and I've tried a few times, I think, trying to just get like an idea for her down, but it was never really successful until now, which I really like the end result. Spoiler, I really like it. I think I just designed her really well. I want to keep her like cute aesthetic, so we're going to keep the small nose, big eyes. We're going to add cat wings because I just think that looks cute for her. but I want her to just be like kind of a sweet girly. You know, she can kick butt, but she's got like a sweet demeanor to her. I really took my time with this one, just like the last redesign we did with the Piranha Princess. I was doing this one. I was kind of switching between like a few, and this is one of the ones I switched between, just because like it's her design is, I want to say overwhelming, but it's really not. Well, I guess it can be, but it's just a lot to digest, especially when I'm like just trying to figure out what I like, if that makes any sense. I was also very arm blind. Girls, Tico's got crazy zoomies right now. Just ignore her. God knows I will. But I was very arm blind when it comes to this drawing. I didn't know if the arms were like too long, too short, too whatever. I had to ask Krissy several times. I'm like, does this look all right? And she was like, yeah. And I think the end result's fine. I'm still like kind of suspicious when I look at the arms when I draw them. I don't know. It's something I never had until recently. You know, maybe I always was just bad at drawing arms and I've only clocked it now, but it is what it is. I'm never always quite sure on if they look right. But for this one, I really took my time with the line art. I used my marker brush, classic move, Katie. Of course, you used your marker brush. But again, I really took my time with this one because I wanted it to be good, especially since we've had so many mistakes. And I mentioned in the last one that I like drawing fur. This is also one of those designs where that is just so true and so accurate. I really like the difference between the fur between her outfit and her hair. Obviously, like, hair isn't technically fur, but I like the difference between the two. Anyway, on to coloring. Coloring was kind of a pain, trying to figure out what colors would work with that original color palette, because I wanted to keep that original color palette with the white, light gray, and the pink, and I didn't know what would look good with it, and I tried a lot of things. I did end up landing on like a blue and like a purple. It was just a whole ordeal trying to figure that out. That's honestly one of the parts where I really needed to take breaks, was because it just like, it's something you just got to keep like chiseling away at until you figure it out. And that's how I roll with colors. I'll either get it right off the bat or it's just going to take me forever. There's not too often of an in-between. Something I wanted to do for her was add a pattern. Did I slur my words there? Something I wanted to do for her. I feel like I slurred my words, but I didn't notice. I guess I did notice, but something I wanted to do for her is add a pattern, and I thought snowflakes are like, they're intended to be snowflakes, but they're kind of like a mix between a star and a snowflake. Add that to the hair and to the outfit. I really like how that looks in the end. And again, I also try to see if in between that I'm testing other colors to see if I like other colors better than the ones I like lay down. And I actually ended up sticking to the ones like I had originally laid down, which was pretty cool. That was pretty great. In the end, I asked Krissy what she thought about the design, and she thought the snowflake patterns were like, she didn't like it. She thought it was like too much. I can't remember exactly what she said. I just know she didn't like it as much as I did. I really like the bold contrast between that blue and like the magenta. I think it's like such an eyesore in a good way. You know what I mean? I don't know. There's something about that I just quite like. I like that about her. It's kind of like, you know, if you've seen neon characters before, like really neon characters, they can be an eyesore, but like in the best way possible. And I feel like she gives that a little nod to that. And her number is 562. And again, her name is Alissa, Alissa. And she is winter themed. And this is the final design. I really like it. I can't be happier with the final outcome. You know, we had an actual good ref sheet in this video, so thank goodness. She will be listed with my redesigns in my ArtFight page. I'll put it in the description, of course. All characters will be in order. Let me know what you think about today's video. Honestly, editing these videos are kicking my butt. I don't know if you can tell, but I'm really gonna persevere and do my absolute best that I can. My goal was to upload one every single day for the month of July, but we might not hit that, but I'm gonna do my absolute best, and I'll be happy with, frankly, my absolute best. And yeah, I will also be trying to post speed paints of all of these ref sheets on my extra channel in case you don't want to listen to me blabber. I also put some more details about the characters, or I list facts about the characters on the speed paints. It's just something that I don't know, I just felt like would be fun to do, add speed paints for them on the extra channel in case you didn't want to watch the full main channel video. Also something I can link on their ArtFight page or on their toy house if I want to. But yeah, I will see you in the next video. that will be going up tomorrow. Actually, as this video is going up, I am streaming. You could probably pop in and chat and say hi. You can drop an emoji if you want, whatever you want to do. I am probably live right now streaming ArtFight stuff, but I hope you have an amazing ArtFight. I love you. God loves you. Stay safe. What you doing there? Oh, stop. That is adorable. I won't bother you for too long because you're clearly trying to get sleepy, but oh my goodness. So cute. Alright, girlies, I'll let you sleep. I'll even turn off the light for you so you get comfy, okay? Good night, girlies. Say good night. Say good night, audience, to the girls. They're so cute. Okay, good night.